Hi again, students. This video is for Thursday, April 22nd, and it is a read aloud, How Baseball Began by Tammy Terry, illustrated by Clint Hansen. It's expository nonfiction. Sometimes we hear these words and we are like, what does that mean? Well, expository nonfiction explains an object or an idea, and expository nonfiction gives facts. So it has things like text features. We talk about this in class: headings, diagrams, captions, charts, graphs, things that help us better understand what we're reading. This article includes picture graphs to show information about numbers of teams. And while there aren't too many pictures, I will try to show you as we go along. Okay. Something to keep in mind as we read this story is what two games are being compared. Okay. How baseball began. Baseball is called the national pastime of the United States. Hundreds of games are played and watched every spring and summer. But have you ever wondered how baseball began? Who invented it? This is one of our headings here that we see in bold. It is a text feature, okay, a heading. Well, no one knows for sure who invented the game. Many people believe that a man named Abner Doubleday invented baseball in 1839 in Cooperstown, New York. Abner Doubleday is in this picture here. This would be considered a text feature. It's a picture of Abner, and it's labeled with his name. Baseball probably developed from the English game of the 1600s called rounders. Settlers living in America, or people who first lived here, played rounders in the 1700s. They also called the game town ball and baseball. Rules of the game varied, that means that they were different, from place to place. Over the years, the game of rounders became the game we now call baseball. One of the biggest differences between the two games is how the batter is put out. In rounders, players threw the ball at runners. That would hurt. If a runner got hit, he was out. In baseball, players tag runners to put them out. Usually they have a glove and they will tag them. Okay, so the question that I asked before I started, what two games are being compared? It's comparing rounders, where you throw the ball and you hit them, with baseball, where you tag them. And how did I know that? I looked back at what I read. The next heading we have is players and teams. And remember, headings and pictures like graphs or of people are text features. The first official baseball game was played in Hoboken, New Jersey on June 19, 1846. The New York Nine, which is the name of a team, beat the Knickerbockers, what a name, 23-1. More people became fans of the sport as more games were played. Did you notice when I messed up, I went back and I reread it, and then it made more sense. In 1869, the Cincinnati Red Stockings became the first baseball team to get paid to play baseball. They get paid. Wow, that'd be fun. They won every game they played that year. Support for baseball continued to grow. More professional teams were formed. Those are what we still have today, that they're paid to play. In 1876, 8 teams joined to form the National League. National means the country, the United States. The American League began in 1900 with 8 teams. Today, 16 teams play in the National League. So it doubled. It went from 8 teams to 16. We know 8 plus 8 is 16. There are 14 teams in the American League. Okay. They play in cities across the United States and Canada. And they've showed in our story numbers. They have a 1 and a 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then they're showing us here on these maps. The 1 is the United States. The 2 is Canada. They're showing us where these places are with numbers to help us understand better where they took place. Each year, millions of people go to baseball games, watch the games on TV, and read about the teams in newspapers. The sport has spread throughout the world, and baseball is now played in countries such as Japan, Italy, and South Africa. And so that is how baseball began. I hope you enjoyed the story, and if you're interested and would like to reread it when we come back to school, you can reread it in your book, or you probably could look it up on YouTube and see it on a full screen if you would like to do that. But I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.